Edo Governor OBASEKI don yarn say e administration don restore the image of Edo State from the bad reputation where the state dey known for in regards to irregular migration and human trafficking, and say with the support and advice from international partners, e administration don change the orientation of Edo people on migration and human trafficking. OBASEKI talked this one when he received leadership of U.S. consulate led by its Consul General Will Stevens for one courtesy visit. The governor come also talk say e administration don't take advantage of the rich culture and heritage of the state, as Edo na one of the few states across the country where e get waiting to sell globally, and say e administration dey make this much progress sake of say e introduce transparency, accountability and efficiency for government and government activities, as the state now they operate purely digital platforms.
We're trying to shift the political debate from just, oh, it's my turn, to what are you going to offer? What are you going to offer me when you get there? And how do I make sure I can hold you to your promises? So I think so far, if we have to beat our chest, we'll say we've done well. Even if some other people don't feel so. We've done well. We're a lot more confident about what's going on in the state. We've been able to, and this you can measure in terms of security. I mean, if you have time tonight, you can walk around the streets and see, how free people feel, and how we've been able to capture and reduce incidents of crime and crime in the South. And here again, using technology. I mean, we have behind Government House, we have a command and control center, where we have cameras linked, linking most the entries and exit points of the city.
The U.S. Consul General Will Stevens contact say in visit to Edo State na in first trip, and say the state na historic place with ogbonge history and credible future. A constant talk say
we brought a team of people from across our mission because our relationship with the state is deep and broad. From our engagement in the health sector to our engagement with civil society to support for the private sector and investments and trade between our peoples and our deep cultural ties. I was able to see just this morning some of the bronzes that were returned from the Smithsonian and to see how they're being cared for and talk about some of the plans for their display eventually. So it's an incredibly important part of Nigeria and a place with which we have deep relations. And as we look forward to the upcoming elections, just to hear a bit about the plans for the elections and how that will play out. And we, of course, are planning on setting a team here with the by-elections in September.
After the visit to Government House, the governor and the Consul General with their teams come carry waka go do check on some of the projects where the OBASEKI-led administration don't do for the past 7.5 years. After the waka about, the Consul General Will Stevens for in talk with Tori people contact say,
So happy to be here with His Excellency the Governor and his entire team to see the incredible things that are being done here for the people of the state of Edo. As a federal institution, a federal government, with states, you see a lot of innovation happening at the state level. And Edo, I think, is a tremendous example of that. And you're seeing the work here at Edo Innovates, the work that we saw at the Creative Hub, and hearing the governor's vision for investing in the people of the state. And that is something that we constantly talk about in the U.S. government, the talent of the Nigerian people, the commitment, the innovation, the creativity. And it's something that you're seeing around the world, and how this responsibility that we have as partners with Nigeria to help unleash that talent. And so seeing the great work of the governor, the work in helping to create training areas, give people the resources they need to be able to succeed, whether it's in the creative space, the tech space, healthcare, manufacturing. These are all areas that align perfectly with President Biden's vision of the partnership with Africa. And Nigeria, as one of our top partners on the continent, and the work here at Edo, it's just incredible and really grateful to be able to have the opportunity to come see it. I know that we have plans to go visit a USAID site and engage in some of the health work that they're doing. We're also going to go look at the new museum that's being built and some more work with the state tomorrow. So really, really grateful to be here, and thank you so much.
Making enough forget say, as we see him, now so we dey talk him. We not dey take blame. From Benin City, Ekata Ojesele, TMC TV News.